Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Uh, it's an honor to be here today at ISAHP 2024. Thank you for having me. Uh, so, uh, as already introduced, my name is Abhishek and I am recently graduated student from Kathmandu University here in Nepal. I did this research in supervision of Assistant Professor Dr. Prabal, and today I will be talking about identifying the most important factor motivating Nepalese customer to use chatbots, uh, something that I am deeply passionate about. So, moving to the abstract part of this research, it consists all the things that the companies have to adopt new technology to streamline operations and enhance customer experiences. Whereas we know that there has been rapidly growing interests in chatbots, and through which in Nepal too, businesses offering chatbot services products are unaware of the main reason why customer use them. Through this research, it aims to identify and rank the factors and soft factors that motivate Nepalese customer to use chatbots. So here is a quick roadmap of what we will cover today. Uh, so moving on with the background, we know that there has been significant like digital transformation across the globe in the past 2 decades. Likewise, in Nepal also, there are around 40,000 plus registered companies, e-commerce companies, and still increasing. And traditional business are also shifting towards digital platforms. Likewise, the companies are striving to attract loyal customers by enhancing customer experience through personalized systems, like minimizing the service time and offering the chatbot services like when they are not available to contact the customers. Likewise, the business remains uncertain about customer perception of chatbots, which has led to hesitation regarding potential improvement of upgrades to the currently used chatbot platforms. Talking about the rationality of the paper, that chatbot have the potential to alter how individuals engage with online services, and this aims to identify the key factors and sub factors associated with the use of chatbots among Nepalese online buyers. Through this paper, the finding is to help e-business owners enhance their platform to provide a better customer experience. The objective of my research paper is to identify the motivating factor from Nepalese customer to use chatbots and to determine the most important factor and sub-factor influencing Nepalese customers using chatbots. And the research question uh, is is that what is the most important motivating factor sub-factor for Nepalese online service seeker to use chatbot? Talking about the research design, I have used the AHP model and through which the literatures and expert opinions and the online surveys. There has been two categories of respondent. Example is like those who are developing a chatbot, and another is the people who are using the chatbots in the e-commerce platforms. Uh, Moving on with the research framework, like as mentioned, there were three parts like literature, expert opinion, and the survey were taken. And the main thing that I used after the AHP model development is by providing a peer-wise comparison questionnaire to the respondent, and through which I calculated the AHP theories. In the data collection part, it was conducted in individual basis, like demonstrating how the pairwise comparison works and explaining them the potential inconsistencies to the respondent, through which there were 45 valid samples used in this survey. And talking about the hierarchical model, the as I mentioned that the goal of this paper is motivating factor sub factor for Nepalese customer to use chatbots, whereas there were four main factors in this hierarchical model, which were responsiveness, technology, credibility, and risks, and there were respective three soft factors in two main factors, which were ease of use, expertise, predictability, and incredibility part. It had honesty, trust, and reputation. Moving on with the tools and calculation that I used in this research is that for the tool that I used uh, for calculating geometric mean was Microsoft Excel Office 365, and for the further calculation there were used like priority vector, row average, consistency ratios, and pairwise comparison matrix. Moving on with the results, like here is the pairwise comparison matrix of factors with respect to the goal. Um, Moving on with the factor identification, in the main factors, credibility was voted as one of the higher weightage, first weightage uh, uh, factor, whereas the second was responsiveness, and third was technology, and the last was risks. Moving on with the soft factor identification, as I mentioned before, that reputation, trust, and honesty is the soft factor of credibility factor, and predictability, expertise, and ease of use is the soft factor of technology factor, main factor. Uh, Talking about the credibility soft factor, there was quite less difference between honesty and trust, that they were around 0.1197 and 0.1196. So honesty was the highest ranked, and second was 0.1196, which is trust, and the third is reputation. Whereas talking with the technology part, the ease of use 0.109 had the highest weightage, whereas predictability has second highest and expertise has the third highest. Uh, in the both factor and soft factor part, credibility had one of in the factor and soft factor part, credibility had one of the highest weightage, which was 0.32. Moving on with the same like calculation part, like the the results were in responsiveness part, there was 0.241 weightage, and moving with technology 0.238 weightage, and credibility 0.321 weightage, and for rigs there was 0.199 weightage. Talking about the limitation of this research paper is that the sample size is small, and there can be subjective judgment of respondent, and there were very few selected respondent, due to which the weight assigned to the decision makers may reflect to the opinion of limited groups. Likewise, the last limitation point can be like the same model may not be applicable to all the e-commerce sectors in Nepal, as it is like product and service based. Uh, in conclusion, uh, the credibility is the most uh, we can say that credibility is the most important factor for respondent among the four important factor identified for the chatbot uh, impact on customer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vajankar, for that fascinating presentation. It is impressive to see how AHP can help prioritize factors influencing digital engagement. So if anybody has any question, please go ahead. Any questions, please? If not, I have one question just out of my curiosity. How do you envision, Mr. Vajankar, how do you envision chatbot adoption evolving in the next 5 years, especially in emerging markets of Nepal?
Yeah, talking about the next 5 years in vision of chatbots, I see that chatbots would take rapidly places in e-commerce sites here in Nepal, because there have been around there are only 4 to 5 companies who are developing chatbots for e-commerce market. But as of now, like recently I found that there are increasing numbers, like around 50 companies that are targeting to develop chatbots for only e-commerce platform, which deliver services and product which uh, take aspects on services and products. So due to which I see that chatbots will be leading in e-commerce platform here in Nepal.
Thank you so much for clearing my concern regarding the chatbot vision. Okay, thank you so much.